This is the 75th anniversary of the National Football League, and it's going to be an exciting year.
In 1994, the National Football League staged the most comprehensive season-long anniversary celebration ever seen in the history of professional sports. Through the unprecedented combined efforts of its myriad divisions and affiliated groups, the NFL conclusively demonstrated that football, old and new, is America's most popular and marketable sport.
Unless it comes down and touches the fans and they feel part of that nostalgia and the history of the league, that was really what we were trying to reach to.
We rallied behind the 75th anniversary in everything that we did, from marketing to advertising to promotion.
We hadn't done such an all-encompassing project since I can remember.
This is the story of tremendous accomplishment, of the NFL's greatest single-season event, and the people whose creativity and efforts made a difficult task extraordinary. The shining spectacle of the NFL's 75th anniversary began in April 1993, when a special planning committee was first brought to order.
The purpose behind it was to try to come down with an operable list that we could accomplish, figuring out that if we spearheaded a certain number of items, we could do them real well rather than trying to spread them across the board.
To unveil the anniversary with a bang, the committee consulted with the Hall of Fame and member clubs to transform September 18th into a Throwbacks weekend to remember. Authentic uniforms and a high level of play sparked instant interest in the unfolding party.
Big reverse, Boomer has the ball, now lob near side, it is a catch by Richie Anderson, touchdown Jets! Puts it downfield, wide open, oh, what an interception by DJ Johnson!
We took all 28 teams and we looked at, from a historical perspective, what years were significant during their existence. In some cases, we even considered what uniform was a little different that might just be, from a product standpoint, be a nice thing to promote.
They won the ugly uniform contest, though, I'll tell you that. You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, then you know what happens like that.
They had reactions ranging from, calling the Green Bay Packers lemonheads to, there was all sorts of reactions, but it was all positive reaction in the sense that it got people to look. And that's what you really want. You want a reaction.
Many teams joined in the preparations.
The Redskins got very active in trying to get the actual PMS colors because they wanted their jersey to be authentic.
Got it complete on 50. He's gone.
Under the guidance of Paul Tagliabue and Neil Austrian, Throwbacks gave the season a jump start.
We felt more important as to whether they looked fashionable or whether they looked good. It was whether they were authentic and whether they truly reflected the era in which the team played.
The selection of the NFL's all-time team was one highlight of the season. 48 men, chosen by a veteran committee of league executives, coaches, and writers as the best ever at their positions, were introduced as spokesmen of the Jubilee.
It wasn't a hard thing to pick who's going to be on it. It was a hard thing to pick who wasn't going to be on it.
The all-time team selection spawned one of three major productions from NFL Films. On ESPN on Thanksgiving Day, NFL Films gave a rousing tribute to the all-time team, thanks to the Hall of Fame, which provided many vintage photographs.
These are the men whose passion for the game was exceeded only by their excellence in playing.
Once I got on that football field, it was like a world of its own. I love football.
It's for sure, not for maybe.
NFL Films worked hand in hand with Radio City as the entertainment world saluted the NFL in the star-studded ABC special, The NFL at 75. The celebrity dinner raised $1 million for charity, the most the league has ever raised from a single event. But NFL Films' hallmark event was the production of 75 Seasons, the official story of the NFL for Turner Broadcasting.
An uncanny blend of power and grace. The Steelers' style mirrored their chief's personality. A decade of dominance eclipsed a lifetime of losing. Rooney won 4 Super Bowls in the 1970s. But even when his Steelers became kings of the football world, he remained a king of the fellas.
He was a good, powerful man. He was a good king. Here's a guy that kept hundreds of $1 bills so that he could pass them out on the streets and give them to the poor people and so he could give them to kids.
Number 1 on the sports video market for the last quarter of 1994, it was part of a unique joint effort by Turner and NFL Properties. With the film, they produced a home video companion and 2 books featuring the best in football literature and photography.
We needed someone who could also share in the vision we had of really doing a multimedia approach. Turner proved to be an ideal partner for all those products.
200,000 copies have been sold, an astonishing 90% of all the copies that were printed.
75 seasons, the book fueled sales of the first ever CD-ROM as suppliers were drawn to new markets created by the celebration.
The 75th anniversary logo was so well received that it actually became a merchandising line in itself.
End zone, got anything in the end zone? I told you we couldn't get Super Bowl tickets the day of the game. All right. Let's just take a break and we'll eat our Big Macs, okay?
At Carson Peary Scott, we had Dick Butkus, Ray Nitschke, Gail Sayers, and Walter Payton appearing at the store in a fully themed shop.
All 5 broadcast partners promoted the anniversary, beginning in the preseason with the American Bowl and Hall of Fame games. During Thanksgiving Day games, Fox and NBC broadcast special greetings from members of the all-time team.
I'm Gene Upshaw. On behalf of the NFL's 75th anniversary all-time team, have a happy Thanksgiving.
And Monday Night Football put the anniversary in American homes in prime time.
With Al Michaels and Dan Deerdorf, welcome to Buffalo. Good one for you tonight. 2 old AFL rivals in their throwback jerseys, getting it on one more time. It should be a lot of fun.
It's important for all 5 partners to be part of anything we do, so it was important that they be included in this, and they wanted to be included.
The Smithsonian Institution hosted seminars exploring football history as part of American culture.
It really was depending on the individual team's efforts in the local marketplace to make the most out of the 75th anniversary. A good example is the Cleveland Browns, who, even though they did not change their uniform in 30 years, they were among the most active teams in the league in bringing back some of their Hall of Fame players, bringing back their championship team.
Brown thrown into the end zone and a slant touchdown, Gary Collins. And the Cleveland Browns 64 championship team recreates that touchdown pass.
This one event represented probably one of the most impactful promotional events that would ever be put in their lap.
The Diamond celebration reached its pinnacle at Super Bowl 29. A Legends game featured players who had been integral to the NFL 75 seasons. The Friday night party was themed in the 1920s to honor the NFL's origins. It was only appropriate then that the 2 teams that wore their throwbacks the most squared off in the big game. In public relations terms, the benefits of the 75th campaign were immeasurable. In financial terms, sales of Throwbacks merchandise doubled from 1993. For these efforts, Advertising Age magazine named the NFL as one of 5 finalists for its prestigious Marketer of the Year award.
We have not ever seen a time where the league, properties, the teams, NFL Films, and all the different entities of the league all working together came together as a unit for one cause and one rally cry.
It was a fantastic spirit of cooperation.
We had one unifying project that brought us all together rather than just kind of occasional fragmented communication through the season.
The level of cooperation and communication between the entities has never been higher. And I think that is to the ultimate benefit of the whole group.
It was an achievement for which everyone associated could be proud. The NFL's 75th anniversary celebration was an unabashed success and will long serve as the model for future sports celebrations.